Steps over Luke Royer. In transition, it's Blair Bullreese, the captain.
Oh, up comes the jersey. Okay.
Baker, he's got a break. All alone, Baker ties it. And now we got a fight. It's Albrecht. He's throwing his man around. Driving up. Back up top. Here's Jackson Kohut. 5-hole on Geary. Low at the poke and he scores. Build on it. Nolsky's out in front. Scoops and scores. Steps over Luke Royer. In transition, it's Blair.
Good evening. You're watching the North Playoffs here on 12-ounce Sports. Keenan Canda joining you in the booth for tonight's play-by-play alongside Cody Jansen on color commentary. Tonight on the docket, we got the second game of this evening with the Edmonton Warriors facing the St. Albert Crude. Now, Cody, these are the top two power play teams so far this tournament. The Crude sitting at 67%, the Warriors sitting at 60%. How do you see this playing out? High scoring, low scoring, more defensive kind of play?
Definitely going to be a high-scoring one, Keenan. I expect both of these teams to come with a lot of intensity into this game, and discipline is going to be key. As you said, they both have guys who can score. You got Luke Royer on the Warriors, and for the Crude, I mean, their offense is pretty spread out. You've got multiple guys who can really rip the ball, and Josh Fodchuk's one I'm watching for.
Speaking of top scorers, we have the top scorer of the tournament, Luke Royer, over on the Warriors with 7 goals this tournament. And we are underway. The Warriors wearing the black, the Crude wearing the white. The Warriors start with the ball. They're going to move it up the field, looking to get a change off. And it's successful. Warriors are going to move the ball around the outside, just looking to set up a play. Loses the ball for a quick second, but regains control. Cuts in. Can't get through with the Crude defender there. Currently with the ball, Joe Royer was just looking for somebody to get it to. And the Crude gain possession as they are going to send it way up the field. Right with the Warrior defender right on him. A little battle along the boards for it. Crude gets away with it. Passes it right across. A shot goes right into the stick of his teammate. I don't know if he really planned on that one, though. Crude regained possession. Shot clock reset to 30. Crude cutting in with it. A shot goes off his stick, and he can't make that shot, and the Warriors regain possession. Warriors are going to run this up. They're looking at a 3-on-2 situation right now. Warriors moving it around the outside currently. Looking to get a play set up here. Can't with 2 Crude defenders right on him. Looking, gets a shot off, and it just bounces off the goalie's stick and wide. The Warriors do have possession, little scrum for it with a little bit loose, but they do keep it. Shot off goes wide as the shot clock hits 0, and the Crude regain possession.
Couple of chances here early for both teams. You gotta like seeing Tate Pinch get that save early. He started the last 3 now for the Warriors after coming in cold in game number 1.
Crude are moving the ball around in their end, looking for that shot, can't get it through, passes to his teammate up top. Warriors have a pretty good defensive layout here as the Crude get a shot off, but Pinch with a beautiful save. Crude looking to make something happen here. Cross pass, down low, doesn't get the ball right away, and the Warriors poke it free, but the Crude keep possession. Pass back to the top of the slot, and no luck as the Warriors gain that ball and run it right back down the field. Warriors are looking to make a play once again. Shot clock sitting at 20. A pass on the inside makes it through, and a shot right off of Chayton Hetman. He is leading the tournament in goalies in save percentage. He's sitting at a .926 coming into this game tonight.
Played that first one against the Outlaws, and he played good for the Crude. Good to see him back between the pipes.
Another shot off goes right off of Hetman's shoulder. And the Crude are looking to, a little bit of a slash there, but the Warriors are loving that. You can hear the crowd just energized from that. Warriors have the ball now, looking to get it out of the middle of the field. They get it up. Wide open passes, wide open on the side. Shot goes off the post, I believe that was. So the Warriors are going to move this around the outside once again, looking to get that inside pass. A shot from the outside goes right into the chest of Hetman. Warriors are moving it around the back, looking to come back around. Looking for that opportunity for a pass, but the Crude poke it free, and the Warriors a little bit of stick work in the middle, but the Warriors do come up with it. Got 10 seconds left on that shot clock. Need to make a play and quick here. Crude defender all over him. Still makes a shot above him and goes off the shoulder of Hetman yet again. Warriors looked for that inside pass, cut pass by the Crude. Gonna run it up the side. Nifty little deke move around 2 Warrior defenders, but now he's smothered by them, but still gets a pass away. Crude go straight across, a shot off of the shoulder of Pinch. Warriors defender knocks down the Crude player. Tries to gain possession of that ball, but still loses it. Pass across, and the Crude can't come up with it, and the Warriors regain possession. They're coming down the field 2-on-1 right now. They're going to try and make something happen right here. Looking for that pass. Oh, looks for the shot, goes high, but over the net.
Nice little fake by Rex Wolney there. Gets into a dangerous scoring chance. Can't capitalize early.
The Crude regain possession, and they're moving it back down the field. 1 Crude on 3 Warriors. I don't see any situation in which this works out. 2 Warriors are just all over him, and they regain possession off that corner. Warriors run it down the side. Little bit of a crisscross there with his teammate, but couldn't get a shot off. The Warriors pass it. Couple of Crude players right on him. No luck. Back and forth with nothing. Pass to the top and shot right into the shoulder of Hetman yet again. The Warriors seem to be looking to go high here, Cody. They don't really want to shoot low on Hetman.
Couple of offensive chances there where Heru Day's up front, and yeah, he does try to go on stick side high on, Hetman. Doesn't work for him again. I think they're going to need a little bit more movement, and you got to count on the Warriors for that.
Crude have the ball at the top of the circle all over him with the Warriors defenseman. The Crude make a little fake, and around behind the back shot goes off of the pad of Pinch.
Little round-the-world action there by Fodchuk. Doesn't work, though.
The Warriors run it back. Wide open shot, and it looked like it went high. Went high and into the roof, so the Crude gained possession off that. Crude run it up the side. He's looking for a teammate so he can get a change. He gets that pass and gets a change off. So Crude are running it in. Covered completely by the Warriors defenseman. He's all over him. Gets knocked down, and the Warriors regain possession of that. An outlet pass for the Warriors does not go through. It was blocked by the Crude defender, and the Crude do regain possession after a bit of a loose ball. Crude once again going for that change. You got Nolski over in the corner. He picked that ball up. He's been doing pretty good. He was 7-1, I believe it was, in the first game this tournament. He has been a beast in that faceoff dot.
Yeah, he's one of the most reliable guys in all of Tier 1. No surprise there.
Warriors looking to make something happen here. Wide open at the top of the circle. Gets a shot off, and they score. The Warriors draw first blood with 2:53 remaining in the first quarter.
That's Hayru Day right there, coming right down the pipe. He's got a heavy shot, able to get it over the shoulder of Hetman. Makes no mistake with where he wanted to put it. Glove side high. It's 1-0.
Absolutely picks that corner. And with the Warriors drawing first blood, it's bound to be a very offensive-heavy game.
1 goal on 6 shots. I mean, hey, you knew that .926 save percentage wasn't sustainable for Hetman. They might have found a way to beat him.
Warriors win the draw. Looking to gain possession. 2 Crude defenders right on him, but still gets away with it. Pass right up into the zone. So Warriors are getting offense onto the field. 2 Crude players smothering that Warriors player. As the Warriors are making a bit of a passing play. Shot high, but Hetman makes the save on this one.
It's a good look for Simonson on the back door.
Crude end up with that ball, running it up to the middle. As they're going to look for that change. 2-on-1 right now. Shot goes wide for the Crude. The Crude are going to get that ball. They still have 17 seconds left on the shot clock, so they still have time to make something happen here. And ball goes out of play. So Warriors gain possession of that ball. Warriors are going to run it up the field. Burned about 7 seconds off that shot clock. They're looking at 20 left on the shot clock to make something happen. Got a long time to work with. They're looking up high. Crude are just trying to keep them at bay here. They want them to shoot from way outside the circle. They don't want them to get inside because they know that that the Warriors can get that shot off on Hetman high. Couple shots no good for the Warriors. As the Crude are going to run it back. It's a 2-on-1 situation here. Pass, and he misses the pass, so the Warriors are going to regain that ball. And they're going to go fast up here. It's 1 Warrior player on 1 Crude. A pass across. He makes the pass around the back pass, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, he actually faked that. Even confused me as the play-by-play announcer. Warriors looking to pass around. Get it inside. Inside shot, no good off the shoulder of Hetman. Hetman ends up with that ball and sends it up to his player. The ball comes down into Warriors territory. 1 Crude player on 2 Warriors ends up making a pass. Pass down low is cut by the Warriors player as that almost went over Pinch's shoulder. That was a little lower. That might have went in the net.
Nice defensive effort to get back. Danny Fair helping out. Now he's going to go on O here for a little bit. Try to force a turnover.
Bit of a battle down low as Hetman's trying to get there, but 1 Warrior player on 3 Crude, and he still has the ball. An amazing offensive effort there to try and keep that.
Not sure why there wasn't a reset here. Now they'll get the shot clock turned off.
And it looks like a timeout called. So we're almost 1 quarter into this low-scoring game, surprisingly. You and I, we were talking before this game, and we thought that this was going to be a very offensive-heavy game, but that does not seem to be the case.
There has been some good chances on both sides, and you think back to that 2-on-1 opportunity here. Murray had a chance, backdoor, couldn't get a stick on it. He might have had a chance to score there. And aside from that, I mean, Hetman and Pitch have both made good saves.
It's been very much a goaltender battle in this one. Lots of opportunities, but just the one shot from the Warriors that can make it through. But both these goalies are looking very strong tonight.
We've got 2 of the best goaltenders in the entire North Tournament going head-to-head right now. Tate Pinch looks to be in the zone. And, hey, Chayton Hetman, I mean, He was great in that first game, hasn't seen action since. But again, we all know he's one of the more reliable goaltenders in Tier 1.
Crude coming into this game 2-0 in the tourney. The Warriors 2-1. Both teams are looking to make that final impression, especially for the Warriors, this being their fourth and final game of the preliminary round. The Crude still have one more game tomorrow against the Saskatchewan SWAT. So the Crude start with the ball. We got 8 seconds left on the clock. Crude need to make something happen and fast. They pulled Hetman. And Warriors are going to run this up. They have 1 second to get a shot off, and no luck. Nice defensive play by the Crude player there just to put him off kilter a little bit so he couldn't get that empty net shot.
Blair Boulreis running the floor, would have had a chance at the empty net, couldn't contain it. And wow, the Edmonton Warriors, they're coming out 1-0, good defensively through 10.
Absolutely. You're watching the North Division playoffs here on 12-Ounce Sports. You're watching the North Division playoffs here on 12-Ounce Sports. Keenan Kanda, Cody Jansen in the booth, bringing you all the action for the Crude and the Warriors. After 1 quarter of play, the Warriors up 1-0 on the Crude. Shots that period, or sorry, quarter. I'm used to periods in this, not quarters. 9 shots for the Warriors and 6 for the Crude. So far, all goalies this entire game. Besides the one little hiccup from Hetman, it has been all goalies.
Disciplined play on both sides, no penalties either. Not as physical as I thought it would be, but hey, maybe the intensity will wrap up.
For sure, Haru Day with the only goal for the Warriors so far as the Crude come away with the ball off the face-off. Looking to make a play around the outside. Pass really high up here. Shot off a pinch and into the corner. Warriors gain possession off that as they move it up the field. 2 Warriors on 1 Crude. Looking for a pass, fakes the pass and gets the shot off right off Hetman's shoulder. It's a loose ball here and the Crude come away with it. Little pass cut by the Warriors. Forces the Crude to keep making a play down low. And the Warrior makes the Crude player fumble it, and the Warriors come up with that cut pass. Pass down low for the Warriors. Sitting at the top of the circle, 3 Crude players onto 1 Warrior. Sneaks away with it and makes a pass up high. Warriors looking to make something happen. Pass. Ooh, he was going to make a pass down low, but thought twice. Makes a shot, and it goes wide. The ball is going to go all the way into the Warriors bench. Crude are going to come up with this ball. And they're going to be looking for something here to pull this game back to a tie game. Crude looking around the outside right now. Gets a bit of an opportunity. Pass down low and off of pinch. As the Warriors are going to come away with it. 3 Crude players on one Warrior. Still makes the pass off. Gets a pass way down low. It's going to be a breakaway here. Looks for the shot, and the Crude player comes back for a beautiful defensive play.
A little slow on getting that ball up to Lavender. I think if they're a few seconds earlier, he has a lot better chance of burying that one.
Warriors passing it around the outside. Cross pass. Gets a shot off of Hetman's shoulder. The Crude are going to come with this ball. Beautiful little play by Hetman there. Give them no opportunity. Crude make a pass in the middle. Warriors pick that off. It's a loose ball right now. And the Warriors might come away. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. Goes deep. This ball is just loose and running around. Everybody's looking like a chicken with their head cut off.
Good work by Max Benham, the big kid there, hanging around, killing some of the shot clock.
Crude have this ball, working it around the outside. Gets pass off. It does not go through, but the Crude retain possession. Looking to get a shot. Gets a shot off with 8 seconds left. Crude with a second shot. Both no good. Pinch makes 2 beautiful saves back to back. Warriors running this ball back down the court. Field. Used to basketball a lot, so keep calling this a court.
Go with the floor. Go with the floor, not the field.
We'll go with the floor, yeah. Crude are running this ball down. 3 Warriors on one. Crude brings it around behind the net. Warriors all over him. Keeps possession. Now it's 2-on-2, and the Crude are going to get this ball. Crude looking for a beautiful pass here. Makes a pass up high. Back to the top of the circle. Warriors all over him. Wide open, gets a shot off of pinch. Second shot is good for the Crude, and the Crude now tie this game 1-1 with 6:18 remaining in the second quarter.
Quick play by Josh Fodchuk, caught that rebound, got pinched before he can get set again. Finds the back of the net, it's 1-1.
Absolutely beautiful play there by Josh Fodchuk, the Fodchuk brothers.
Took him 11 shots to beat Tate Pinch, but they're able to do it. And I mean, hey, Pinch had an 8-20 coming into this game. They knew it wasn't going to be easy, and we knew this was going to be a battle. Both these teams have 2 wins in the playoffs.
Both teams are looking for that third win. The Warriors especially looking for that third win right now, as that could definitely seal their place for the tournament coming tomorrow. Crude get the ball off the face-off. They're passing it around the outside here. Gets a shot off down low and off of Pinch's pad. Crude in the corner. Pass into the middle is no good. That's going to come down the floor. Warriors have possession off it. It's a one-on-one situation right now. Gives them a little bit of a shove here. 2 Crude on 1 Warrior. Leaves the other Warrior open, but pass doesn't go through. Hetman's going to come up with that after the ball rolls towards him.
It was a nice little rush by Rex Wolney there. Not sure why. He just didn't have the confidence to go one-on-one. Thought he might have been able to draw something. Well, hey, here against the bench, he draws a penalty.
Draws that penalty, and he is hyped. Crude are going to take the first penalty of the game. Looked like a cross-checking penalty.
The Warriors' power play's been pretty good so far. 60% for them. They had a heyday yesterday against the Saskatchewan SWAT. We'll see what they can run here. Would have to assume it goes through Luke Royer, probably getting a feed from his brother Joe.
Warriors winning that game last night 13-1 against the SWAT. SWAT just had a rough night last night, I'm taking it, because they tied with the Outlaws today 3-3 in the earlier game. Warriors passing it around the outside, looking for that pass. Goes down low, no good. Still gains possession of that ball. Going to go back up high, cut pass by the Crude defender. Warriors keep it though. Shot goes off the crossbar, off the back of Hetman and wide. Little bit of a shove on the loose ball, so the Crude are going to come back with that. Crude are going to run it up the side. Tries to slip around the Warriors defender and just doesn't have any luck. Warriors are all over him. He's down low in the corner. It is a 2-on-1 situation right now. He's doing a good job eating this clock, though. Definitely keeping possession of that down low, even with both Warriors right on him.
What a battle, and Borna calls him down, so the ref calls it, and they'll get a fresh 30 to eat away. They've almost killed off half this penalty already.
It's an impressive little possession play there by the Crude, getting that ball another fresh 30. They're just going to look to eat this clock around the outside. I don't think they're going to look too hard for a shot here, but weirder things have happened.
Now you can get Joma on the floor. The little righty, maybe you can swing him into the middle and give him a lane to shoot. We'll see what they opt to do.
Joma has a sneaky shot. He's looking to use that on the penalty kill here. 30 seconds left in this penalty to the Crude. They're just going to eat this clock. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the shot clock is going to go to 0. But the Crude get a shot off first, but the Warriors are still going to get that ball.
Surprised at that shot choice. Maybe not the best opportunity possible. Thought they had a little bit more space to work the ball around. But again, the main goal here is killing the penalty.
I mean, with the clock hitting 0 and you're looking on a penalty kill right now, I mean, you might as well get a ball on net because you never know. Something could sneak by just really out of the blue.
Joe Royer with a dangerous chance. Now going back the other way. What a save. I'm not sure if Pinch actually got a piece of that one.
I don't think he did. I think the Crude player might have put it a bit wide, but either way, slipping the defender, that was a little finesse of a shot there. Crude have possession, shot from outside and no good, right into the stick of Pinch. So he's going to come with that ball. The Warriors are going to run it up the floor. Pass down low, one-on-one, and scores. An absolute beautiful play. Shot, and it's good. Warriors 2-1.
What a play. Blair Bullreese, the captain, comes through clutch, finds Cole Stachniak all alone out in front, able to beat Hetman. And with 2:53 left here, the Warriors retake the lead.
There was a nice little play down low. Crude player almost had a piece of that ball, but couldn't get it. And now it's 2-1 for the Warriors. 2:53 remaining of play in this half, as the Crude are going to come up with that ball. Warriors do gain possession of it. They're going to run it down. They're looking for a similar play, but just rolls it through the floor and just goes a little bit wide.
That's Bullreese's shot there, coming off that left side. Low sub shot, far side. He loves it. Thought he had a lane, couldn't connect.
Hetman looks like he's trying to play pass with Pinch here as he sends it way down the floor. The Warriors are going to come up with it and bring it right back into the Crude zone. Warriors passing it around the outside. Goes back and forth. A little behind the back pass makes it through, but the Crude defense knocks it loose. Crude are going to pass it up here. And the pass is no good, though. He fumbled a little bit on that. But the loose ball still, it's 2 Warriors on 2 Crude, and the Crude are going to come up with it once again. Crude are going to get a change off here. The Crude are going to just slowly walk it in here. Puts it into a run. Looking around the outside, looking for a passing opportunity. No teammate is free for that. So he's just trying to deke out the defender. Gets a shot off and scores from outside the circle. That is 2-2, Crude and Warriors.
Second goal of the game for Josh Fonchuk. Able to work it around the horn himself. Goes high. Again, short side. And it's just under 90 seconds left to go. It's a tie ball game.
I don't know if Pinch even knew where that one was being placed, but Fonchuk found the open spot and puts this game back into a tie of 2-2. Minute 26 remaining in the second quarter.
It's a big goal right now. You think about momentum swings going into halftime. You don't want to be down.
Warriors get the ball off the face-off. Nolski hasn't been looking too strong in the faceoff dot. I think he's 1 for 3 tonight so far. Having a rough game this game in the faceoff dot. These Warriors are moving it around the outside. Looks to cut in, but the Crude are right there. Nolski just absolutely smothering him. Lays a nice hit, but the Warriors retain possession, gets a shot off the outside and no luck. Crude are gonna run it back up. It's a loose ball though. He just kicked it and couldn't gain it. So the Warriors bring it back in. Outside, stick to stick. Hetman with the ball. And Warriors are gonna get that and a penalty to the Crude.
Second power play of the game for the Warriors here as Luke Royer gets thrown to the ground, and this is a big one. You got 40 seconds left to go in the second half. If they can grab a lead, you get a little bit of life injected into that bench before halftime. Makes the vibe in the dressing room a lot better.
It's definitely what the Warriors are going to look for. They want to go into this half, or into the second half, up a goal. They got 39.9 seconds to do it. Warriors passing it around the outside, just looking for that open lane. Pass down low and back up to the side. Side to side, ooh, right into the middle and off Hetman and wide. So they got 24 seconds left, no shot clock. Pass no good there. Warriors and Crude looking to make something happen. Goes off of a Crude player and Warriors gain possession. Side to side, looking to get it down. Shot high, Hetman puts it off his shoulder. Shot low and Hetman gets that one again. 3 seconds left in this quarter and the Crude are just gonna kill off this clock. That's the half here from inside the JRC. Warriors 2 and Crude 2. Warriors are going to have 1:21 left in power play time going into the second half. You're watching the North Division playoffs here on 12 Ounce Sports.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Cody Jansen, Rebels Report here, joined by Matthew Vench, rookie on the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels. Okay, I want to get into a little bit of who Matthew Vench is here. What's the pregame routine? What are you doing? Are you napping on game days? Are you superstitious? What are you eating? What are you listening to driving to the rink? Give us the rundown.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, naps are definitely a good pregame. Music. Usually listen to some rock on the way there. Just older stuff. And then what else?
What's
Sorry,
the
what was the other?
What's the go-to pregame meal?
Oh, some sort of probably chicken or something.
That's the generic. No one's got
Generic, yeah.
comes to that one. Are you a superstitious guy? You're a hockey guy, so you got to have some sort of superstitions.
Not too much. Don't have too many superstitions for that, so I don't know. Not usually.
Keeping your sticks in a certain area, hopping on the floor at a certain time, going in a certain order onto the floor.
No, not really. Nothing, no.
Wow,
Just not too superstitious.
Free spirit out there. Hey, who's the dressing room clown this year? Who's the one guy or guys keeping it light in the room?
Oh, probably our captain. He's always saying some pretty funny things, so
Peter's got the one-liners.
yeah.
Who's got the aux in the dressing room? Who's the one, pumping the tunes?
Uh, usually PETA as well. So I think, yeah,
Is it good? Is it bad? Can we throw some shade at him or what?
it's all right. Yeah.
Uh, that's a fair one. Hey, you grew up in Fort Saskatchewan. I'm assuming you would have seen the North Finals for 2018-2019, correct?
I did not know. I was gone at the time. So
Okay, big dog, big dog. No, but I mean, you know what it's going to be like. Full fans of the JRC. I mean, that place gets rocking when the
yeah.
Rebels are doing good.
Oh,
The
for
community
sure.
really supports them. I've seen senior, junior B, midget AAA games or under 18 AAA, I guess now. And I don't know if I've seen the fan support that the Rebels get. So what's it going to be like for you? I mean, you get a week long of playoffs at home. How fun is it? Is it a little nerve wracking? You're going to be playing in front of full barns for the first time, or what?
Oh, it's. I'm not like too worried about it. I think it'll be a really good experience. It'll be pretty fun. Like having like it'll be like pretty loud in there. I bet. I don't know. It'll just be fun. Like having that big of a support behind us. And yeah,
What team did you play your minor lacrosse on?
I've played in Fort my whole life. So
Okay. So who's the rival then? Who's one team who you're always looking forward to whenever they're on the schedule in front of you?
ooh oh I like playing every team. I don't know.
That's a generic answer
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
You're gonna leave
yeah.
us hanging. No, I mean the Rebels and Crude always have a great rivalry. I think the Warriors have a pretty strong team this year, so there's gonna be some good matchups for sure. Now, when it comes into playoffs, it's a 1 week tournament. Every game has a ton of meaning to it. Obviously, your standings are going to be huge when it comes down to a short playoff format. What's the mentality for you going into it? And you can't just say, "Oh, we got to play our game and work hard." What's the mentality on the bigger scale of making sure you're prepared, making sure you're taking care of your body because it's going to be a grind.
Well, you just gotta like make sure you're like just keeping like stretching good. It's gonna be like you can get kind of tight quick in that, and gotta make sure that you're like eating good and everything, and just staying mentally prepared too. Like playing a lot of games in those short days, you're gonna be tired. You gotta make sure that you're sharp for every game. So,
You're playing against some of these bigger guys now. Have you got rocked yet in one of the preseason games?
oh yeah, last game against the Crude got hit pretty good. Uh,
Oh, that's always a fun one. I got to play juniors at 16 as well, and I mean in hockey it's a little bit different. But you're playing
yeah,
against 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds.
yeah.
Different game there. Hey, what would winning something mean when you're doing it in the Fort? You get home playoffs, you're for the North, you're playing in front of friends, family, kids you go to school with. What would it mean to win something? And not just to do it in Fort Saskatchewan, but Matthew, we haven't had sports in 2 years, like real legitimate sports clubs going head to head in 2 years. What would it mean for you after, it's a tough time going a year and a half without playing legit games?
Oh, it'd just be that'd be excellent. We haven't like you said, like we haven't played in a couple of years, so just even being back in these games has been like excellent. Like it's just been great to be back at it. But winning in the Fort here, that'd be such a good experience, especially like first year playing junior, first year playing like in with this like group of guys and everything, and I think that'd be just really memorable experience and like valuable.
You got a pretty young team. Does that kind of help the chemistry gel pretty quick when you're not just the one young kid on the team?
Yeah, I guess a bit more. Yeah, it's it's nice. Like we can kind of like help. Like we can kind of like all like build the team together a bit as we're like all kind of young here. So uh, that's kind of nice aspect too. But veteran guys really do help out.
Does it give you some
Yeah.
motivation that you're drafted a little bit later on, that a bunch of teams passed up on you, that you can now go out there and be like, hey, I'm going to shut down their best player and they're going to regret not picking me?
Yeah, I guess a bit. I don't know. It definitely it's nice being like well, it's not nice, but it's kind of like a bit help with that too. Like I know I was a bit like further back, so it's always like a bit more of a challenge. Like try to on myself just to try and be a bit put a bit extra um, pressure on that. So
Matthew, thank you so much for sitting down here. Best of luck in the tournament, and we'll see you around the rink.
yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
You're watching the North Division playoffs here on 12-ounce Sports. Keenan Kanda, Cody Jansen in the booth, bringing you all the action from Crude and Warriors. After the half, it's 2-2, with the Warriors starting this half on the power play. With a minute 20 left. Cody, this game has been very defensively sound compared to our projections of it being a very offensive-heavy game.
So you've got some of the best offensive players in the entire Tier 1 circuit on the floor. But again, they know what's at stake. They know how big this game has implications-wise for tomorrow. And so, yes, they're going to pay a little bit of extra attention. And you also have to give credit to the goaltenders who have been phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal so far in that second quarter, or in the first half. Warriors with 19 shots and the Crude with 14. Only 4 goals have found their way into the back of the net off all those shots. Crude come up with the ball off the opening face-off of the second half. Pass down low, shot off of the shoulder of Pinch. And the Crude retain possession with a fresh 30. Bit of a nice defensive play from the Warriors there. Nice hit along the boards. Knocks the ball loose. Ball's still loose, but the Warriors are going to get possession. Warriors are going to run this ball up the side. A nice pass into the zone to get a change off. Warriors making some passes up high. Going to look to get this Crude PK off kilter so they can get a nice open opportunity as they do a lot of passing. Shot, and it goes off of the post and out. Warriors are going to get this ball off a loose ball.
That's the look they want. It's Joda Luke and right out in front again.
Another shot down low. Doesn't go through. It goes wide. They got 7 seconds remaining on this power play. 17 on the shot clock. Get a shot off right into the pads of Hetman. As the penalty expires for the Crude, as they're going to run it back up the floor. Looking to get a change off. Warriors going 0 for 2 so far on the power play this game. A shot down low doesn't go through. The Warriors are going to come up with this as the ball goes into the netting.
Nice look there by Zayden Blake. I mean, you cut down that left-hand side. He did have some room far, low side on goaltender Pinch.
Warriors have this ball, moving it around the outside of the circle. Not on the power play any longer. He's got 17 seconds to shoot. Looking for a shot, gets a shot off, and it goes just above the net. No reset on the shot clock. It's down to 10. Shot from out wide goes off a Crude defender. Still no reset. They need a shot fast. But no luck. The Crude come up with it. And they're going to run it fast up the floor. slows down a bit as he sees he's the only one with 2 Warrior defenders on him. Still makes his way around the Warrior defender. 4 Warriors onto 1 Crude, and he still gets the shot off. And we have a bit of a scrum here now. Not sure anything's going to come of this one. Looks like just a couple guys having a bit of a disagreement.
Ben Reynaud really pushing the pace. Cole Perkins decides to slow him down a bit.
Warriors have that ball, slips up a little bit with it, but retains possession. Crude defender all over him, makes a pass to go for a change. Warriors passing it around the outside yet again. Looking to get that pass in the inside, slips inside and gets the goal. 3-2 Warriors, 7:03 remaining in the third quarter.
Luke Royer with his 8th of the North playoffs. He knew he was going to get on the score sheet at some point in time. Does it right there, finds a lane down the middle. One fake, gets Hetman going to his stick side, goes over the glove, and it's 3-2.
Absolutely beautiful shot by Luke Royer. Just keeps extending that lead as the top scorer of the tournament. Off the face-off, Crude are going to come away with it, but immediately picked off by the Warriors. They're really good off these face-offs on picking it up when it's a loose ball. Crude have it behind their own net, 30 seconds to work with. Going to move it up the floor. Just looking to get a pass off here. Warriors defenders are all over him. Slips around him, looks to cut in, gets a shot off, and it goes just wide. That ball's up into the netting, so that's going to be Warriors' ball. A bit of a shot after the whistle blows, and the Warriors are going to get a penalty here.
Little too tough for Noah Scheppel there. You know, maybe a little overzealous. Said, hey, get out of my way. I want to run with this loose ball. You can't do that, though, especially not right in front of the refs. You're going to sit in the sin bin for sure.
He's got 2 minutes to think about his wrongdoings as the Crude are going to look to capitalize on the top power play so far of this tournament.
It's their first power play of the game as well, so I guess we'll see what they can run with.
To be quite honest, I'm surprised that they haven't drawn a penalty yet, but nonetheless, they get it now. As the Crude are going to pass this around the outside, looking to get that opportunity off. Gets a shot, and the first shot of the power play is good. 9 seconds into that power play. 3-3.
It's a nice look up top from Joma. You know, he had a lane. There wasn't really many defenders in front. Said, hey, maybe I can go 5-hole on pinch from out far. I don't know if he was exactly expecting it, but again, it sneaks through him, and we're tied up.
Absolutely beautiful goal there by the Crude. Put this game back 3-3. The Crude like to shoot from the outside on their power play opportunities, and it's definitely worked for them this tournament.
That's how they were able to capitalize on Fort Saskatchewan, and again, it gets them right back in this contest with the Warriors.
Loose ball off the face-off. The Warriors do gain possession behind their own net eventually, and they're going to run it back up the floor. Warriors might be feeling a little deflated after a quick power play goal, but they're not going to let that stop them as they're looking for this opportunity. Gets a shot off and off of the pad of Hetman. They keep it deep in the zone, though, off that rebound. Definitely looking to try and get the Crude defenseman out of place. Pass up high. Slips the defender, gets a pass down low, and a shot off goes just wide. Ball's loose right now. Warriors and the Crude fighting for it. A little bit of an interesting fight there. Looked like he gave him a kick after, but the ref did not see that.
That's what I saw as well. I don't know how you get away with that.
I don't think kicking is legal in this league, Cody.
That was a borderline UFC move. Got away with it on the floor, though. Prison rules.
Warriors with a huge hit as 2 Warriors defenders are on him. He keeps possession and gets a shot off, and it just goes wide. Pinch did not know where that ball was. He was looking frantically for it.
What an effort by Zaxton Blake, and he's buzzing. He's still got some momentum going.
Crude retained possession of this ball up high. They got 20 seconds on the shot clock. They're buzzing after that quick power play goal. They don't want to let that momentum slip. Gets a shot off. Pinch doesn't know where it is. It's a goal. It's a goal. It just squeaks by Pinch. And that's another Crude goal. Crude with their first lead of the game. It's 4-3.
Just a weird bounce in front. It kind of looks like it went off of Liam Pennick, might have found its way between Pinch's legs, and all of a sudden, I mean, hey, you got to give another one to Josh Fodchuk. He loves to shoot the ball. He put enough power on it to get it through, and they get a 4-3 lead.
And that's Josh Fodchuk's third of the game, too. He has been absolutely dominating with the goals. It looks like the Warriors are going for a goalie change here. Looks like the coach was not happy with Pinch's little fumble there, but it's all part of the game.
A little shocking, don't you think? When I mean, they've got 2 in this half, but again, I don't think you're going to blame Tate Pinch for too many of those. Maybe they want to talk with them. Maybe they're going to say, hey, clear your head, get set, you're getting back out there next whistle. But again, I mean, you got a very capable backup in Kyver Van Eiderstein, who, I mean, in preseason against the Rebels right here, he was phenomenal. Had a rough start to the tournament against Fort Saskatchewan. Get him back in the game, say, hey, now it's your turn to shut the door maybe.
I was going to say, this is very surprising. It's not often you see a one-goal game where they change the goalie. Sure, it was a little bit of a rough goal, but nothing to be too upset over. So Warriors have this ball off the draw. Holding it right in the middle, gets a pass down low. Looking to pass this ball around the outside. Trying to get a pass to the inside. Gets a shot from outside the circle, goes right into the chest of Hetman. Pass out to the Crude player. The Crude are going to just walk this ball in, give them plenty of time. Little pass down low. 2 Warrior defenders on him. Gets a pass to the other side. Shot. And Van Eiderstein gets his first save of the game off the first shot.
What a pass by Joma to Sorokin there.
Warriors had a little bit of a breakaway, but no luck as Hetman goes right into Hetman's chest. And the Warriors, that was a very interesting hit. I don't think they were too happy with that. No goal, though. The ref is calling no goal on this one.
Warnick got that shot off, and he did poke the rebound in, but he pretty clearly stepped into the crease.
Warriors do retain possession of this ball, however. They're looking to get that one back. They want to tie this game back up 4-4. Nifty little play out with the Crude defender as they go stick to stick. Pass down low, runs it back up to the side. Gets a shot off and off Hetman's shoulder yet again. 2 Warriors on 1 Crude in the corner. Warriors come away with it. Pass down low, but it just bobbles off his stick. Another pass down low, but again, it just goes wide off that pass. Hetman's going to come away with that ball. Shot clock reset to 30. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Crude up 4-3. The Crude are going to run this ball in, gets around the defender. The defender takes a bit of a tumble, gets around him again, a shot off, and Kyver Van Eiderstein does make the save. Gives a little bit of a shot to the Crude defenseman there. The Warriors are going to run this ball back up. Warriors bringing in a little bit of a slip, and the Crude are going to capitalize on this. It's 1 Crude player on 3 Warriors, though. Nolski's looking for some help there. He somehow slips 3 defenders and ends up making a pass. Pass down low. Wide open and smothered by 2 Warriors. Oh, and the Crude aren't going to like this. The Crude are not taking kindly to this. Warriors were absolutely smothering him, but after taking him down, a couple extra shots there.
Just looked like tough defense from Cold Stachniak. I think they are going to give him a penalty, though.
They are, too. Look at that. What do you think, 2 for roughing?
Would assume it'll be a roughing or a cross-check that gets called.
Cross-check, they're calling it. So the Warriors heading back to the sin bin for another 2 minutes. After the Crude 1 for 1 on the power play after 9 seconds. So the Crude are going to be looking for another one of those to go up 5-3 in this game. Minute 43 left on the clock. They're just looking to set up something. The outside shot goes just wide, but returns right back into a Crude stick. They're passing it around the outside, looking for that open opportunity again. And the Warriors cut that pass. It's a 2-on-1 situation coming back. Make it a 2-on-0. Crude are going to get a penalty for holding on this one, I think. Absolutely was dragging him back.
What a play by Blair Boulris on the penalty kill. That pass got hit by him, and that's what sent them in motion down the floor for Rex Wolney. Somehow that's not a penalty shot. I thought he was home free. They haul him down by his jersey.
I 100% would have thought that's a penalty shot.
Again, it's a rare call in lacrosse, but I think at this point in time, you have to say, hey, they clearly negated a scoring chance while he was on a breakaway. He didn't get a clean shot off. They'll play 4-on-4. I mean, it's not like the Warriors are going to complain too much about it, but I feel like that's a perfect opportunity for a penalty shot if I've ever seen a textbook description.
Absolutely. Crude got lucky on that, but I mean, they can't be too mad. He prevented a scoring opportunity, and I mean, no penalty shot. So they're just going to sit for 2, make this a 4-on-4 for the rest of the quarter. So the Warriors have the ball, moving it around the outside. A little bit more floor to work with now with 2 guys sitting in the box. The Crude are going to get this ball.
You're going to see a move and pick on Joe Royer there. The ref's really cracking down on it. We haven't seen many games called this tightly all playoffs as Danny Fair goes and lays the body.
And the Warriors are getting another penalty here. This is going to be another cross-checking, I think. But the Crude have this ball. They're just going to work with as much time as they can to make this a 5-on-4. I think the refs weren't too happy with that little extra shot that the Warriors gave. That's what they're calling here. Crude moving the ball around the outside. Shot off Kyver Van Eiderstein, and the refs are going to call it here. It's going to be a rough, actually. I'm wrong. Calling it a roughing.
Going to be going to Danny Fair, too. I do believe he did lay that hit. Maybe the extracurriculars after got him, and now it'll be 4-on-3 for the Crude. Plenty of space out there, and you know what, their shooters, they're going to get a little bit closer to the net. Tough situation now for netminder Van Eiderstein.
And talk about an open floor now. You got 4-on-3, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 30.1 left on the clock. So essentially there's no shot clock at this point.
Could probably turn it off.
Yeah, you probably could. Crude are just going to walk this. They're just going to try and drain this clock a little bit. Want to get a couple, at least one shot off here, but they don't want to give the Warriors an opportunity to come back here. Shot down low. Van Eiderstein makes a beautiful save. Crude keep the ball. Another shot down low off of Van Eiderstein. Another save. Got 6 seconds left on this clock to make something happen. Another shot down low is good. And it goes in, and the Crude capitalize on the 4-on-3 to make this a 5-3 game.
Third time's the charm, and it looks like Austin Dahl down low, able to go 5-hole on Van Eiderstein with 1.7 seconds left to go. Gives him a 2-goal lead.
An absolutely beautiful shot down low. Give him 3 chances, and he makes the third one count. There's 1.7 left here in the third quarter.
They go 2 for 3 on the power play in this third quarter, and that's the difference maker right there, Keenan. You have to stay disciplined. The Warriors have not done that this 10.
They definitely have not. And the Warriors themselves are 0 for 2 tonight on the power play. So the clock runs dry here for the third quarter. You're watching the North Division playoffs on 12-ounce Sports. You're watching the North Division playoffs here on 12-ounce Sports. Keenan Canada, Cody Jansen in the booth bringing you all the action. 5-3 Crude after 3 quarters. And Cody, this game was blown wide open by the Crude power play.
2 for 3 that third quarter. And you know what? It's such a change from the first here. They're down 1-0 after 1 quarter of play. Now you're going into the final frame. You're up by 2. Things are looking good right now for the Crude. 2 things. They got to stay disciplined, and the defense has to stay strong in front of Hetman. They can't get lazy. They can't fall asleep because you know the Warriors are going to push the pace.
Absolutely. Hetman is the leading goalie in save percentage coming into this game. He was sitting at a .926. You got to contribute a lot of that to the Crude defenders, though. They definitely force the offense to make not so great shots on Hetman and just easy saves for Hetman, 100%.
The Warriors certainly haven't had it as easy as they had yesterday against the Swans, so maybe it's a little bit of a change of pace, but again, these two teams know they're battling for top spot on the floor right now, and it all comes down to 10 minutes. 2 goals is nothing.
This is the Warriors' final game of the round robin. They're sitting at 2-1. They were hoping to go 3-1 going into the final tournament. No such luck. The Crude, this is their 3rd game, sitting at 2-0. They face the SWAT tomorrow morning at 10:30.
Shout out to Dave McGarva carrying around Joker's Wild there, Chase the Ace, whatever you want to call it. I think the pot's close to $400-500 right now. So hey, great job putting on this event, Keenan. You've been here for the week as well. It's nice to see. We've got a solid crowd. I mean, none of these are the home teams here, and we got a few hundred people in the building. It looks like.
For sure. Usually, I've only seen this big of a crowd for the Rebels games. I'm surprised that Warriors and Crude get something like this. I mean, albeit Rebels play next, but against the SWAT.
And it's a 9:30 game, too. It's a late one. I think the barn's going to be bumping, though. Everyone in Fort Saskatchewan's behind the Rebels. But, hey, we got 4th quarter action here.
4th quarter action for the Crude and the Warriors coming up. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 16 seconds for the start of this quarter. As we get set for action and we're underway, the Warriors win that faceoff cleanly. They're going to bring it into the zone. Crude defender just behind the Warrior. They're going to pass it down, get a final change off here. Crude defenders are all over the Warriors, as we are now sitting 5-on-4 for the Warriors for the next 30 seconds. Warriors shot down low. Oh, that was right on the goal line, but bounces the wrong way and goes out. Another shot, and Hetman with another nice save.
Heru Day thought that first one went in, and I did think I saw the net move a little bit. I don't know if it was a stick that hit it or what, but that was weird.
I can confirm it was a stick that hit it. I'm sitting right on the goal line, and it just bounced just off the line and out. Crude with a breakaway shot, but Kyver Van Eiderstein makes a beautiful shoulder save.
Don't think Tariq Joma's going to have many better opportunities than that wide open breakaway. Plenty of time, and Kyver Van Eiderstein's up to the challenge.
Crude get a fresh 30 and get a nice shot away, but Van Eiderstein makes a beautiful save in his pads. The Warriors pass it way down the floor. Looking for an opportunity inside, wide open. Doesn't go for the shot, though, as 2 Crude defenders collapse on him. A shot off, but nobody really knew where that ball was, but the Crude come away with it. They're 2-on-1 right now. Drops back. Gets a change off here. Cruder looking to make a play. Pass across the floor. And the Warriors are going to get that and run it back. Wide open spot. Oh, wide open down low. Gets a shot off and scores.
What a play by Blair Boulries. This kid is heating up. Talk about an assist machine in transition. The captain comes through clutch with that apple for Lavender, and it's a 1-goal game.
Absolutely beautiful shot by Lavender. And makes this game 5-4. The Warriors pull within 1 for 8:18 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That all starts with Blake Harrison picking the ball up in his own zone. Kind of takes away that offensive opportunity. Finds Boulries, doesn't panic, makes a pass. Boulries lobs one for Lavender, and he's able to beat the netminder. It's a 1-goal game.
Warriors win this face-off. They're going to look to make something happen again. They're going to want to keep this going 2-on-1. Once again, shot just goes wide for the Warriors as the Crude come away with it. Oh, it bounces out of his stick, though, and the Warriors are going to pick that up. Warriors are going to look to make something happen. They got 15 seconds on the shot clock. Fakes a pass, makes the pass down low, gets a shot away, but it goes off of a Crude defender. 7 seconds left on that shot clock. Pass down low, looks to slip around the D. Shot from out wide, goes wide.
It's a good look by Stachniuk as he gets tossed down to the floor there. But he understands he's got 4 seconds. You don't have to rush anything. You can still get to a decent shooting spot there. He just missed the target.
You hear 4 seconds and you think that's not much time, but in lacrosse, it's an eternity. Crude moving this ball around, pass down low, and saved by Kyver Van Eiderstein right off his shoulder. Warriors are running this down. One-on-one opportunity here. Stops up looking for some help.
Blair Boulries looking to push the pace once again. He knows they need a goal.
Pass across the floor. They're going to pass it around the outside. Looking inside, but cut by the Crude. And they're on a breakaway here, or half breakaway at least. The Warriors with nice defensive play to knock that ball loose. Warriors now have this ball, and they're going to move it in. Slowly walking it in. Cross pass. Passes it down low, moves to the top of the circle, backs off a little bit and makes a pass. Moves it over to the other side of the floor. Pass down low, shot off the crossbar, and the Crude come away with this. It's a nifty little shot, jumped for it, but just couldn't put it low enough.
Nice move there by Thomas Gallagher, but again, he hits the crossbar.
Warriors all over the Crude. The Warriors are going to get this ball. Warriors pass down low, just can't get it through. 2 Crude defenders are on the Warriors. Crude are moving this ball back up. Ball's a little loose as the Warriors and Crude are fighting for it, but the Crude do come away with it. Stop up looking for some help and passes it across the floor. Cross right back, doesn't go good. Oh, a little bit of an interesting shot there, and the Crude are going to get this ball.
No penalty called, just the necessary push.
Crude get a shot off. It goes off Van Eiderstein, and the Warriors are going to have a breakaway here, but not quite. Crude are going to cut it off. And it looks
Boulries
like
had a
penalty.
chance in transition. He also had Luke Royer off the bench, and a penalty's going to get called.
I didn't even see what that was for.
Looks like Rex Wolney's going to be going off. Roughing will be the call.
A little bit of a pushing and shoving match behind the play results in a penalty for the Warriors as they're going back to the sin bin. And this is one thing that we said in the quarter break that the Warriors did not want to do. They have to have better discipline. Crude are 2 for 3 on the power play tonight, and they get a fresh 2 minutes to work with.
Best in the playoffs so far. I guess we'll see what they can do with the 4th tonight.
Crude are going to look to make something happen as they go around the top of the circle. Just looking to put the Warriors off their game. A shot right into the chest of Van Eiderstein. And the Warriors ball. It's going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Warriors, short-handed. Definitely something you don't want to happen as the shot goes wide. And the ball goes into the Warriors bench, maybe?
Yeah, it was. Boulries' shot just misses wide, bounces off the boards, and ends up in the bench.
The Crude end up with this ball, though. They got 25 seconds to work with. They're not going to try and push anything until they absolutely have to here. So Crude are moving it around the outside. The shot, and it looks like it went off a defender. Warriors thought they had it. But it's a little bit of a shoving match on the loose ball with 3 players on it, and the Warriors are going to get this ball.
Danny Fair knocked to the ground by Reynaud, and now they go on offense.
Warriors pass no good, but the Warriors do retain possession of this. Pass across. 1 minute left on this penalty to the Warriors, and they're just going to look to eat this clock. Pass in low, and surprised that the Crude defenders broke down enough to let that happen. So Warriors still have this ball, short-handed too, and the Crude just can't seem to find any luck on getting this ball back.
So 2 Warriors doing work short-handed here as Luke circles the top.
They're definitely successful with it as Hetman makes another save on this short-handed opportunity for the Warriors. The Crude need to make something happen here. 2 seconds separate the penalty and the shot clock. So they have an opportunity for at least 2 shots here on this, the rest of this power play. It's cross pass, cross again, and no good. Penalty, or the shot didn't quite go on to net as the shot clock is going to expire, and that's going to do it for the power play for the Crude. They're 2 for 4 now as the Warriors bring this ball back into the Crude zone.
Huge kill by Edmonton. Now they got 3:30. They got to get 1 on the board.
Little bit of a battle down low. 2 Warriors on 1 Crude. Another Crude player joins. This is just an absolute. Oh, the Warriors are going to get this ball off that.
Fresh 30 to work with.
Warriors pass no good, and the Crude are going to come up with the ball. Get a fresh 30. 3 minutes to go here in the 4th and final quarter. The Crude aren't going to want to give up too much defensively, being down by 1. They want this win, and they want it bad. Pass into the middle is no good, but the Crude keep the ball. Moving it across. A shot from out wide goes off of a Warrior defender. And the Crude are just going to throw it back into the zone, and the Warriors are going to come up with this.
Bullreese almost had another chance if it wasn't for Blake.
Warriors have this ball. They're going to go for a final change. They're looking to make something happen here. It's 5 on 5, but they need something to happen, whether that's a drawn penalty or just a lucky bounce. They need something. Pass down low goes off the post. They get another opportunity down low. Hetman doesn't know where it is. And a little bit of pushing and shoving on the side of the net doesn't turn into anything too major.
Luke Royer with 2 A-plus chances in front there, unable to capitalize on either.
The Crude send it way down. Fumbles a bit on it, but still gets a shot off. No good. The Crude have 30 seconds on the shot clock and 1:53 left in the game. Warriors are going to get possession of this. They're going to move it up the floor. In 1:45, they definitely need something to go their way here. No matter what it is, they need it fast. Warriors moving the ball around. Have it down low. Cuts back up to the top and gets another pass down low. They're looking to get the Crude defense up high. Not having any luck. 4 seconds to shoot. The Crude are going to cut that pass.
Luke Royer got taken out right in the slot there. Couldn't believe no call was. He had Joe Royer looking for him. Would have been a dangerous opportunity.
Definitely surprised they didn't call a penalty there based on how this game's been called so far. But either way, the Crude have it deep in the Warriors' end. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And that ball just trickles loose and all the way back into the Crude end. Warriors have this ball. They're going to have fresh 30. Shot, and they score. This game is 5-5 with under a minute to go.
Rex Wolney, can you say clutch? Does it by himself, less than a minute to play, and we're knotted up at 5.
An absolutely beautiful shot, and it just slips 5-hole, I believe that was, on Hetman. This game is tied up at 5, 51 seconds to go.
This is the best case scenario for the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels as well, because they know if this isn't a tie, and the SWAT beat the Crude tomorrow, somehow, then Fort Saskatchewan would end up in first, right? So, hey, this is what they've been cheering for all game, but we got 51 seconds left. That's plenty of time.
Definitely hear the Rebels players super stoked about that down low behind or below us as the loose ball and Don't know what's happening here, but the refs are timeout, I believe.
The Warriors did get a timeout in there, I do believe. You got to tip your hat to Brendan Onofrichuk in this one. Wow, has he been good on the draw, going toe-to-toe with Garrett Nolsky, who I've called multiple times the best face-off man in Tier 1. But again, Onofrichuk's giving him a run for his money, and he's got the better of him easily today.
No kidding there. Warriors with this timeout. Now, if you're the Warriors, how are you going to go about this? You have 46.6 seconds left. You're going to have possession off of this timeout. What do you do if you're the Warriors?
I think you have to kind of run this clock down to about the 20-second mark. And yes, it is late in the shot clock. You're going to have to get something off. And it minimizes the chance you do have to play defense here as well. The Warriors know they need a win right now if they want to finish top. So they can't just sit back. More's at stake for them than the Crude right now. But they've got the momentum. They've got the ball. And let's see what they can run.
Flip side, if you're the Crude, what do you do in this situation? You don't have the ball, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 46.6. Do you just hope for the best and hope that the Warriors just mess up and you get a lucky bounce?
You can't get caught putting pressure in the wrong spots. Everyone has a man to cover, and you've got a job to do.
Warriors have this ball. They're looking for a shot. A shot goes high. Another shot down low, and Hetman makes a save. The Crude have this ball, 28 seconds on the shot clock, 4 seconds. 4 seconds back on the game clock. 20 seconds to go, 25 left in the quarter. So Crude pass it across. They got 15 seconds. They need this. And the Warriors are going to get this ball. And it's a penalty?
Penalty coming up here, and I believe it's going to be on Ben Reynaud for a cross check. He did lay one on the ribs. It looked like the defender there was Cole Perkins who might have ate it. So a power play opportunity with less than 20 seconds remaining in regulation.
That is a late penalty to be taking if you're the Crude. That is something you did not want to do. Now, if you're the Crude defenders, you just need to make something happen. You got 18.4 left. Just don't give the Warriors any room whatsoever on D.
Their penalty kill's a perfect 3 for 3. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Got 13 seconds left in the quarter. Warriors looking to set something up along the outside, looking to get that Crude defense off. Pass down low and cut by the Crude. And 1.7 left in this game.
Huge defensive
Oh,
play
and we got
right
a scrum.
there.
We got a bit of something going on here. Warriors were not too happy there.
Huge defensive play by Jacob Fodchuk. That could have saved him the game right now.
The Warriors were not happy with whatever just happened there. The clock hit 0, but something is. Nobody's leaving benches. Nobody's doing anything here.
A little bit of a late hit on Sebastian Simonson. I believe that's going to get the exit call.
That is.
I think that's Ben Reynaud, and it looks like it is. It's Ben Reynaud. He goes off, has a few words. Toughest from walking out the barn. And they're going to put probably 2 seconds left on the clock here, maybe.
I would think that they're going to put something on the clock here. It was sitting at 1.7, and then it just kind of ran. And looks like the refs are having a bit of a discussion with the Warriors on what to do here.
I think they are just going to send him off the floor right now.
They're just going to call it here.
Or they're just sending one off the floor.
Yep, they're throwing both guys out of this game.
Looks like Sebastian Simonson's getting a game. He was the one that got hit originally. Maybe I missed something. Again, I could have left to watch back in the replay after, but they just sent a couple to the showers early. And since they haven't really sent anyone onto the floor here or called it a game, maybe they are going to put time back on. I don't know. Maybe one more opportunity for the Warriors?
Refs are over talking to the coaches right now. It looks like they're trying to figure out what to do here.
Blake Harrison does hop off the bench, so that tells me that we got a little bit of time left.
Probably going to put just enough on the clock here to make so they can make a play.
So you got Joe Royer with the ball right now. Obviously, he wants to go to Luke on that right-hand side, but you can't be that far out if we've only got 2 seconds. You got to run a little bit of chaos in the crease here. Maybe get someone cutting out in front. Maybe you find Lavender if he finds some space. But again, it's got to be quick.
1.7 is what the refs put back on the clock. That is not much time to do anything, especially with you gaining possession right in the middle.
I think if you're Joe Royer right now, you just got to shoot it
just
from up
go for
top.
the shot.
You don't have much time for anything else.
And looking for the shot, but the Crude do cut that shot opportunity. This game ends 5-5. Another tie. 2 games, 2 ties.
What a Friday. We've got close games. Again, this one comes down to the wire. Wish we could have gone overtime. But again, I think this is just setting us up for a great weekend of playoff lacrosse.
This is bound to be a crazy day tomorrow. That's going to do it from here inside the JRC for the Crude and the Warriors 5-5. Cody Jansen's got the call for you at 9:30 as the Rebels take on the Saskatchewan SWAT. You've been watching the North Division playoffs here on 12 Ounce Sports.